What's going on, everybody? Season 3 of Opposite Field Outlook doesn't even feel real, to be honest, but we're
Yeah,
here.
it's season 3.
Andrew and Neal. Um, I'm in at Miami right now. Neal's at Chapman. Jack is dead. Probably has like the scarlet fever or something. But yeah, we're back and hoping to make this a regular thing throughout the entire MLB season. Neal, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm repping you can see it, my Shohei. I don't know if it's
Showtime.
backwards lettering because of camera
No,
reversing, but
looks good.
got my merch on. Let's go. So yeah, I got that to celebrate the new, what do they call him? Groom. Celebrate the groom who already has a ring. Um, yeah, I've just been yeah, we haven't been even recording since Shohei was a Dodger, have we?
Yeah,
That's
no.
crazy.
If in
Or
case you
or
haven't
changed.
been following, living under a rock, Shohei Ohtani is a Dodger. So just gotta break
Yeah,
that
for
for
those
you right
people who only
now.
get their news from this podcast.
4 months late.
They're just sitting waiting for the new info. Yeah, let me drop that Shohei news for you. But yeah, I've not been up to much. Just kind of starting it up. You know how comp sci majors are. Coding, coding, coding.
Oh,
It's just been I'm kind of waiting for the season, waiting for the Angels to drop in so I can go to games for like $3 a piece. They'll practically pay me to go to these games at this point with how desperate they are. They're gonna try every tactic to try and get some fans in the stands now that Shohei's gone.
you gotta stock up on those bobbleheads. They're gonna be giving those out. They're
Yeah,
so nice.
yeah, I will. We got to go to games, bro.
I low
Have
key
to.
this summer. I'm definitely going to a Dodger games. I don't think I'll go to as many as we did last year. It's so expensive. It's a lot.
It's so expensive.
But you pay for
We got to
what you
go to like
get, you know?
those. Yeah, you got to go to the memorabilia night so you get more out of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
totally. Like the
Make it worth it.
bobbleheads. Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to go to Angels games though. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah. They're
nice.
so nice and convenient.
So free.
How's your 4 month vocation from the podcast been?
It's been good. I've just been out here announcing sports and all that. I'm trying to go to some Reds games coming up. The Reds, so
Ooh.
our school gets out like May 20th, and then the Dodgers come to Cincinnati like May 25th. So I'm gonna miss that, which sucks. But they
Damn.
play the Angels, so I'll probably end up going to that one, which is kind of cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is
Um,
cool.
and then just MLS games, FC Cincinnati, they were good last year, trying to make a few of those. But yeah, just hanging out. And it's actually freezing right now. It's 20 degrees. It sucks.
20?
Yeah, dude. We're into March
My
and
brain
it's
just.
already 20
That's
degrees.
crazy.
It's terrible. It's supposed to be 70 on Sunday though, so switches up quick. That's Ohio
That
weather for
is
you.
insane. If
Yeah,
only Jack was here.
it is
Jack would have
crazy.
told you all about how that's possible.
He would have predicted that like a month in advance. Bro's on another level.
Top 10 meteorologists in the world.
No, for real. He's coming up in the power rankings.
No, he really is. At least top 10. S tier.
Yeah. Next time we talk though, Jack will be on here. I hope.
Yeah, most likely.
I
Most likely.
fear. And then we're gonna do our traditional predictions episode. But right now we're gonna be talking off season and our division winners. Who's gonna win each division? So I think it's only
Yep.
fitting that we start in the American League East. Um, which team you want to talk about first, Neil?
Um, I say we work bottom up.
Uh huh.
Um, so for the AL East, let me run through. Okay. So for the AL East, I think it's too hard to not put Boston there, if you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
because they haven't done anything, and you got the Blake Snell, or like, I think Montgomery has been
Mhm.
kind of like waving in the air a bit about that. But like, even if you incorporate what they have done already, and even if you incorporate Montgomery, like, I don't know if the Blue Jays are worse, if the Rays are worse. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have Boston there? I think most people do.
Yeah. Boston. So they lost Chris Sale, but they added Giolito and Tyler O'Neill. I don't know. This just screams mid to me, and their
So facts.
fans. If you watch any Red Sox page, their fans are like pissed at the ownership. They're like, you're treating this as
Yeah.
like a tourist trap, and it kind of is low key. Like Fenway, who doesn't want to go? But yeah, they're bad and they're gonna suck this year.
Yeah. There's like there's teams that just don't show up to the
Mm-hmm.
games, you know,
Yeah.
you don't feel the support. Like I think Tampa Bay with their kind of low
Oh
attendance, it doesn't get
God.
the vibe that they're supported. So it sucks when a team like Boston, who has fans that care so much, like they don't get that performance on the field, you know? It's like
Mm-hmm.
almost like I feel like they deserve the Tampa Bay team, like the Tampa Bay team's performance, but they're not getting anything. Ownership doesn't really do anything, and they don't even need to spend money. They just aren't putting a performance out in the field. Like Tampa Bay can win 100 games and not spend anything. So if you're not going to spend anything, like at least develop some sort of recruitment or development. But they have nothing. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, they got some projects coming out. Duran's pretty good, but they're not known for that, and they don't really have a team. They don't have a product that they're putting out that well. So when you're known to spend some money and you don't, like it, you have nothing to fall back on, and that's kind of where Red Sox are landing right now. I think it's definitely last year was a make or break for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was supposed to, they hired a bunch of kind of fringe guys to see who's gonna like move forward with them. You know, JT kind of fizzled out. You got Kenley who's kind of in trade rumors, and I think that now that they have this weird pitching staff that doesn't really like it's not reliable. And the outfield, you got Yoshida, but I can't think of anyone past that in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then Story had his iffy year.
Forgot he was on
Like
that team.
I
I did.
know, right? He's the Chris Bryant of the AL.
Uh huh. Pretty much.
Um, and they're both they both have passed in Colorado. Chris Bryant's is more recent, but yeah, I just feel like there's too much in the air right now. And last year's prove it for all the players like more it was like succeed or fail. There was no middle ground, and I feel
Yeah.
like almost everyone failed. And the guys who succeeded left because it was a 1 year and they didn't want to be there, like JT and all that. So yeah, I feel like last year was their make or break, and they broke, and now we're last. That's just how it's looking.
Yeah. I don't know. They don't really have a future, low key. I'm pretty sure their prospects are
Facts.
like mid level, not that good. And yeah, all they really got is Devers, Yoshida,
Yep.
and
Feel bad for
that's
him.
about it. Like it's pretty bare bones up in Boston. And
Yep.
I don't feel bad for them because we got screwed in a World Series by them five
True.
years, 6 years ago.
True.
Already 6 years ago. That's crazy.
I know, right? I was thinking about that the other
It
day.
was
I forget. I was
ridiculous.
thinking about something about like 2017 the other day, or like 2019. 2019 is already like 5 years ago.
It's crazy. Don't say that to me. Making me feel old. It's crazy.
I was thinking. I think I was thinking about like 2017. So that's
7 years
three.
ago.
So that's 7 years ago. So technically, like 2030 is closer than 2017,
Oh my god.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
It
isn't that crazy?
technically it is. Yeah. It's crazy.
Wow. Oh, can't wait for the our fourth World Series ring in 2030.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god. It'll
insane.
be amazing. It starts this year, by
uh,
the way.
yep. It starts the dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Insane offseason. Dodgers is gonna be. I don't know.
That.
I feel like a lot of people brush over them in
Oh
in,
yeah,
in
no.
discussion because
Everyone's all over the Braves. They're slobbering over the Braves, but
yeah,
we spent 1 billion more than the entirety of the Rockies' value. I'm pretty sure. It's crazy
yeah,
in
probably
one
some
year.
country's GDP or some crap.
Yeah, like it's insane.
I just remembered too, like Verdugo's gone. Like,
Yeah,
so you lost
up to the
Verdugo, you
Bronx.
lost GT. This team's like they
They're
busted
bad.
for sure last year.
Yeah,
There's nothing here. I feel so bad. Fan base deserves better.
yeah.
But yeah, this is this is payback, I guess. Because after that, I don't know. I feel like the ownership just doesn't care as much as
Hmm.
2018.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree. Um, those fans also won't be eating. Sorry, those kids won't be eating anytime soon. Not gonna be getting those free wins. But yeah,
Ah, no
Red
free
Sox are gonna
wins.
suck this year. Who's your fourth team? For me, I'm gonna say Toronto just because it's a little uncertain. You know, you have Alec Manoah, who Burger Boy over there. He's not very steady. He was supposed to be the ace of the future, but
Mr.
this guy's
McDonald's.
just up and down. And I don't know. Like every year, there's that one team that surprises me. I think it's the Rays this year, but Blue
Yep.
Jays. They added IKF, Justin Turner, Kiermaier. They lost Chapman, Merrifield, Hicks. I don't know. It's just another mid team. I'd have them a little bit higher than the Red Sox, though.
I think that after the Reds, I don't know if this was last year as well. It might have been, but I'm pretty sure after the Red Sox, every other team will at least be above 500.
Yeah.
It'll just be a matter of who makes the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because every other team is good enough to be above 500,
Uh huh.
in my opinion. I
I
don't think the
agree.
Red Sox are.
Yeah.
What's the? You know what'd be interesting is what's the over under for these teams?
Over under win. I'll look at that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting to predict that because I don't know. It feels kind of fun to like see because they always have to make you think because they're so close to what you might actually pick to
Oh
be their
yeah.
record that it's
Uh
hard
huh.
to sometimes decide like over or under.
All right. Let's see this.
Wonder where I could find that. I don't bet a lot, so I don't. You probably know where to find it better.
American League win totals. Red Sox. 79 and a half. People are betting the under. So
Yeah,
they're about at 500. Blue Jays are at 86. Yeah, 86 and a half. I could see that.
that makes sense.
Want to see where the Rays are 84 and a half. So they have Toronto finishing ahead of 10. I could see that happening low key. I don't know. This kind of feels like a down year for Tampa Bay. I just won't pick them as the down year because I've learned like you can't underestimate these guys. You know, I
Yeah,
I have them finishing third, low key.
yeah. No, I I feel like right now people are tossing up. They're tossing up Rays.
Uh huh.
It's either Rays, Blue Jays in that four hole,
Yeah,
and I don't know where I stand. A part of me wants to think that the Yankees could be in that conversation,
that's what I'm saying
which
too.
is kind of wild because
Underachieving.
I don't hear a lot about that. But in my opinion, like okay, you add Juan Soto, you add Alex Verdugo, but I feel like the pitching, I don't know. I just don't feel strong on it at all. If that was my pitching staff, I wouldn't feel good.
They
You
need
know
a
what I'm
Blake
saying? And
Snell.
unless they were on the Dodgers, because I guess we maximize the most out of pitchers. But I don't know. I just there's not much there for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think they're a 14. I either have them two or three. Um, for you, I'll agree. I think the Blue Jays are the 14, which
Uh
sucks
huh.
because they've been so
They have
close
talent.
recently,
Yeah.
but they just don't get there. I think they might. I think they have a chance of being the four, and I think Tampa Bay. I think it's either gonna be Tampa Bay or New York in that two or three.
Uh huh.
Because
I
I mean,
agree.
on the other hand, Baltimore could regress, but there's no way with Corbin Burns
Yeah, they
and
actually
like
get an ace.
potentially,
They're set.
yeah, like they're way too improved from last year to be a second place team. I think they win that division. There
Yeah.
shouldn't be a thought about that.
And they still
So
got
yeah,
prospects coming up. They got Holiday on the way.
yeah,
So, yeah,
yeah.
they're looking good.
No, there's no way. Okay, so yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll go Blue Jays, but I don't. It'd be so funny if the Rays are still above the Yankees
That would be
this year
crazy.
because because like I don't know. It's just been like the Yankees have so much writing on this right now. I feel like this is definitely make or break for
Oh, yeah.
most of the players, most of the entire team right now.
I can see them underachieving low key because they got Cole, who's always amazing. He's going to do great this year.
Hmm.
After that, though, it gets a little rocky. You sign Stroman up and down. I don't know about him. Um,
Yep.
and then you sign Rodon, and You had him on your fantasy team last year. You know all about
Oh
this
God,
guy. Got 7
bro's a
ERA.
nightmare.
It's terrible. And then they got Frankie Montas who's injured, and then they got one other guy. Who's the other guy? Oh, Nestor the
Um,
molester. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. People are calling him Cy Young caliber. I just don't know. And Clark Schmidt too.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clark Schmidt.
I don't know. It's an okay rotation. Everyone's hyping this up to be way better, but I don't know.
No, it's not it. I think the lineup has improved.
Definitely.
There's not many ways it can get worse. Like people are gonna have to regress for that thing to get worse than last year. So they're gonna be like, what's their over under? Let me look at their over under. 94? I don't know, man. I got the under on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say under.
94 and a half, 93 and a half.
I don't think they'll hit that. I could see
I
them
think that they're
being a 90 win team. Like they'll
I
be
could see them getting
up
90.
to that. 95 is
I
a
could see
lot
them getting
though. Like
90.
94, 95 in that range is a lot.
Yeah. No, I don't see them winning that much,
Especially
man.
it always comes down to like the last month. Those division games are always like tough,
Yeah.
you
Remember,
know.
what was it? 2 years ago, last year, they were like on a complete different planet, like breaking records for
For
wins like no
like first
tomorrow,
half
and
of the
then their
season,
second
yeah.
half it just absolutely imploded. That was
Terrible.
so funny. Um, okay, I have the under. I probably got them winning like 92 max, but
Yeah,
I
it's fair.
they'll win around 92. Will Tampa Bay win more than that? Hmm, I
No,
don't
I'm
think
just gonna
so.
say that because
I
they
mean,
lost Wander Franco. You know,
yeah, and like if you think about it this way, they were like what 20 and 0 or 1 to start the year. So like unless they
yeah,
have an insane like opening like that, they're probably just going to be mid because that was one of the only reasons they finished with 100 wins
uh
was
huh,
because they started so good. If you take the
so
beginning,
hot.
they're probably more like a 90 low 90 win team. So,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I think that they'll be third, Yankees second. This is probably everyone else's order, but yeah, I think we're going to have to go with the Blue Jays fourth, Rays third, Yankees second. And then the Orioles, man, you get Corbin Burns. Like that's all I didn't like. I didn't like how they had no bona fide ace, and now
Yeah,
they do. So it's led, it's organized, the lineup's cracked. I think they win. If you don't have them winning, you're insane, bro. Is there over under actually 89 or
that's
90,
crazy.
which is lower than the Yankees,
You
bro?
on that, if
Bro,
you're unfamiliar to betting, you hit the freaking under there because if you go it's not the under, you hit the minus, and if you do that, you're gonna get insane value for that.
dude, that's
Uh
insane.
huh. You gotta
That's
hit
like
that
free
shit
money.
so hard. Uh huh.
Yeah,
Hit the
dude, that's
minus.
free money.
Yep.
They are definitely going over nine. They're definitely hitting 90, 91. I have them hitting high 90s, bro.
Yeah.
Corbin Burns. That's
Their
insane.
their
Bro,
lineup
just
actually is crazy for pitchers. Corbin Burns, Bradish, Grayson Rodriguez, Dean Kramer. I could see them adding another pitcher. To be honest, it'll.
yeah, I can see them making a deadline acquisition.
Yeah. So you have.
Yeah.
Are we actually agreeing for one time? You have Boston,
Have the Mhm.
Toronto, Tampa, New York, Baltimore. Okay.
Yes.
I actually agree for
Yes.
the first time
Mark
ever.
that down, bro.
It's
History's
crazy.
made. I don't see it any other way.
I'm
Like
gonna
there's
write
no
that
other
down.
way that can happen unless the only thing I can think of is Tampa Bay just somehow wins every year. Somehow they find a way to get like 100 wins.
Yeah.
Or Tampa, no. Or Toronto. If
Uh huh.
Toronto somehow just becomes good, then I couldn't have seen that coming. That was not on me. But
Yeah.
those are the only ways this could go wrong. I agree with that. I agree with that. Ooh,
All right. Over
Central.
to the
Or do you want
Central.
to? Yeah,
You can start off. I'm writing
the
down
boring
my
division.
predictions.
Yeah, let me. The Central is a sad little boy. It's the weakest division of them all, of any division in the MLB out of all six. Um, I so some people are riding that Royals train. I don't know you guys have noticed that Royals trained. I don't know. The horn has not been tooted for the past like what, at least 6 years,
Yeah.
and the engine is trying to get back going. And I don't know if I believe in it because that I don't know. Like I don't know if you know you sign two decent guys for pitching, and I don't know if they're last place. I'm contemplating the Tigers. People are tooting that horn.
I like the
I think a lot of
Tigers
people are doing
low-key
this.
this year.
I think I watched a video the other day. Someone had them winning the
Oh, no,
division.
they're
I
not
was
gonna
like,
win.
what the?
That's too far.
I was shocked. I don't think they're gonna win. We all know the Twins will be up there
Yep.
if they win. Question mark, but we know they'll be up there. I think I have the White Sox last. We can at least get that out of the way.
Uh-huh.
They
They got no
what have
future.
I think they only got that one Braves pitcher. I forget his name.
Soroka.
They got yeah, they have Soroka. I think that's the only addition they've made. The team is still mid. Uh,
Jesus.
they lost Anderson,
Oh
which is
my.
probably addition by
They
subtraction.
lost a lot.
But yeah, I I don't know. This team's mid, bro. If they don't lose 100 games, that's a bonus, bro.
It's gonna
I
be
would take that.
terrible. I could see them losing
Uh,
100 again.
what do you have over under for 63 and a half?
Um, they had 61 wins last. I could see them being about the same, low-key. Like,
So under.
yeah, about that. Like,
That's insane.
yeah, they're not good. This division is terrible. It's such a joke. You have this every single year in both leagues, the NL Central and the AL Central. NL Central is actually
Yeah,
exciting this year, but there's always
yeah, it
that
actually
one
is.
division in the NFL and the MLB. It's just terrible. This is the one,
Yeah,
and then the Souths and the NFL are just terrible every year.
yeah. I feel bad for these regions. There's nothing to watch.
Yeah, it's so bad.
At least if you're like Chicago based, you can just watch
Oh
the
yeah,
Cubs. Not that you should be a fan of
convert.
the Cubs.
Uh huh.
Like, just because a fan base leaves doesn't mean you should become the opposing league's fan base, like Manfred would think. But um, yeah, the White Sox are mid, and
Mhm.
then over under, yeah, I I guess under. Man, there's no way they get more than 64.
Yeah.
Um, Royals. I don't know. What do you think about the Guardians, man? What do you think about the
I,
Guardians?
Here's the thing: the Guardians last year, they had, they were just injured. Okay, they just had a tough time with injuries, and they still finished 76 and 86. So not terrible. Um, I think they always do so well. Um, if they can get some of their like production from their pitchers again, they need production from their offense, obviously. But if they get that same production, I could see them finishing as like the second best team, low key. I don't know, just their
Yeah,
offense is just down. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the worst in the
yeah.
league. So,
It's so
uh,
lackluster, man.
I
Like,
agree.
I
Their
just
pitching is top notch, though.
the pitching so good. I think they were like at least bottom, like the fifth, at least fifth worst
Yeah.
in the league at hitting, because they had nothing going. And I definitely believe in the players, but I don't believe in the team. I believe in like Josh Naylor. I believe in J Ram. But like outside of that, I don't believe in anyone else. It's just there's nothing there. I
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like they have to regress to either fourth or third because there's no way. Like there's just no way. There's no momentum on this team, bro.
Actually, I'll do you one better. I'm gonna have uh, Guardians at 3, Detroit at 2, Minnesota 1, Kansas City 4. I'm buying into this
That's crazy.
Detroit hype. I like what they've been doing.
You're riding it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying they're gonna win like 100 games. They'll just be slightly
Yeah.
above. Only because they actually have pitching and they got production. They got prospects. I love Torkelson and then Rodriguez, or sorry, Riley Green. Kerry Carpenter too. Yeah, they got Javi Baez, dude. They're gonna be second in the division again. They might. No, they won't make a wild card. They'll
Bro
they're
thought about it.
78 wins last year. I could see them finishing like 80 and 82, about the same. But they'll be improved
Yeah.
for sure.
I think I'm going to put the Guardians at fourth. I
Wow.
think I'm gonna do it because this team is just so mid that I feel like Kansas City. What was their record last year? At least what's the over under for the Royals? 73.5. Like I feel like they can be around that. That's what the projection of betting is right now. I feel like the Royals
They had a good offseason,
can
actually.
get like I feel like they can get under 80 wins, above 70 wins. They can be like third or fourth.
I'll
The
agree
pitching
with you
staff
there, actually.
is
You know what?
is there, and the offense, like you'll get some production more than the Guardians,
Yeah.
more offense than the Guardians.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have them there. I'm gonna have Detroit at second. I think I can agree with you. They will have 80 wins.
Are we just going to agree every time? Actually, crazy.
Maybe. What's their over under for Detroit? Let's check this.
Like-
Let's check this. They have
70, or no, like, yeah, about that.
Yeah, they have 79.5. I think I have them around that. How is the wait, what? What is this for? No way that they have Chicago. Okay, the betting odds say 63. I think I told you, right? But
Uh-huh.
on this website it says 83. That must be a typo.
Has to
There's
be.
no way.
There's no way the White Sox
That's
are
cap.
83. They're going to be...
Yeah. So that was a glitch in the matrix.
They're in another
We're gonna ignore
rebuild.
that. But yeah, I think Detroit. I don't know. The issue is like I'm thinking like okay, Detroit's not that good, but then I'm thinking like who beats them, and I'm like, do the Royals top them? No,
Yeah.
I feel like they're more mid. They're worse. Do the Guardians beat them? No, they're more mid. The Twins can top them. Like I don't know if I can place anyone above the Tigers.
Who does Kansas City have pitching? Because they got Cole Reagans. I think that's about it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Kansas City.
Their pitching's not
They
that
have-
good.
I'm looking at the depth chart. We got Seth Lugo, Reagans, Waka, Singer, and Lyles.
It's not
that's
that
like-
good.
That's 5 pitchers that are like 4 starters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Uh-huh.
4 spot starters,
Yeah.
but every single one. Like so, I don't know how far that can take you. They have Will Smith, so
World
they instantly
Series.
won the World Series.
Yep.
They have
Kansas City's going to
Salvi,
win the
MJ
World Series.
Melendez, Pascantino, Adam Frazier, Bobby Witt, Hunter Renfroe.
Yeah, I'm buying into that hype. I think their offense is going to take them over. Because, pitching can only take you so far. If you don't have any offense, you're screwed.
Yeah,
And Kansas
Yeah,
City has a
I
way
think-
better. Honestly, they might have one of the best. Yeah, I'm going to say second best or maybe first best offense in the Central Loki.
and then
Kansas
Detroit
City.
has Tyreek, Maeda, Jack Flaherty, who's god awful,
Uh-huh.
Reese Olson, and Casey Mize.
Casey Mize
Bullpens.
is good.
Yeah, bullpen's not that bad. Spencer Torkelson, Javi Baez, Mark Canna,
Pretty
Meadows, Riley Green. I don't know. I flip flop it. I'm buying
Holy shit.
the Royals stock. I have the Royals at second.
Wow.
I'm
From
on the hype train.
56 wins to 58, finishing second in the Central. Okay.
I think I have them there. I think that I just looked at Detroit. Like I don't see that beating Kansas City. I think Kansas City has the talent to beat Detroit in
Damn.
in a series. They could do it.
What
I think
about Kerry
I'm gonna go-
Bonds? Kerry Bonds, are you
Who's
serious?
Kerry Bonds?
Kerry Carpenter.
On the Tigers?
Come on, dude. You're not buying into Kerry
Oh,
Bonds?
is that what they're calling him these days?
Bro, I had him on my fantasy team last year. I think he was like...
Yeah.
He went on a stretch where he was like second or third in home runs in like September,
What?
August, something like that. Bro, carry
Maybe
my
I'm
team.
sleeping on him.
You are, dude. I'm telling you. This young team is gonna impress a lot of people. I like the Tigers this year. Um, not like I
Um,
was liking the Blue Jays in the first season, but I they'll be entertaining. Head out to
I
Detroit, catch a game.
am officially gonna take my nap and sleep on the Tigers. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm making it official. We got the Royals at second. We have to have the Royals at second because that's just better. Oh,
Nah, you're on it too high. I don't know. First time we don't
I might
agree.
be. Might be. It's okay if I'm a criminal.
Yeah. So I got
I'll
Minnesota,
accept it.
Detroit, Kansas City, Cleveland, Chicago. That's my 1 through 5.
We're similar. We're
Ours is
similar.
similar. You just have
We're
Kansas
very
City
similar.
higher.
Yep.
The jump from 56 wins up to like 70. It's a lot. I don't know.
Hey man, we
But
saw
yeah,
what Texas did pretty
we'll
quick.
see.
In 2 years, they went from like bottom feeder to World Series,
Yeah, true. I don't know. It'll
and
be.
Baltimore did it too.
I don't know. I don't know though. We'll see.
It's
We'll
hard to
see.
tell, man. This division
It
sucks.
is
It's
hard to
like
tell.
the best team in the division is like mid. You know, like
Yeah.
we're like, oh, Royals got it all cooked up.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what? They'd be last in any other division. So it's so hard to tell, bro.
Yeah.
It's like a loser's trophy. Who's the best at not being the worst?
Yeah, I agree.
But
All right.
it is what it is.
You want to talk AL West now? Can go through
Yeah,
that. I like
good
this
thing Jack's
division a
not here.
lot. Yeah, Jack would know more about this stuff. I think obviously the worst team is the A's. You know.
Yeah. No, there's no way. I think. Let me do a quick. Okay, I think the Rockies are an easy last place.
Rockies.
Okay, Rockies are easy last place, and the Oakland Athletics are easy last place. Those are the only like
I was
little.
like,
Oh, and I guess the
when
White
did the
Sox.
Rockies get into the AL West?
No. I mean like teams that are just it's 100% last place. It's the A's, Rockies, and White Sox. Other than that, you cannot have another team in last.
Yeah,
Like for sure, it's undoubted.
they're gonna be terrible this year.
It's lock in.
They got a few guys who are looking up, but
I actually
they're gonna
kind of
suck.
like I know when we went, they were ass, so it's hard to really see the talent.
Mhm.
But apparently Shea Langoliers pretty good.
He is
Soderstrom's pretty good. Gelof's pretty good. We saw Ruiz steal, I think, the most stolen bases last year, or at least
Yeah.
second.
He was up there. Next,
At least
Acuna.
most in his league. Yeah, like I don't know, it's up and coming. So like,
Mhm.
give it some time. I'm happy for these players. They're developing. For the team, last.
Yep.
It's way too competitive.
They got Alex Wood and Ross Stripling on the roster, so who knows? No, they're gonna suck.
Former Dodgers team.
No, for real, carrying them.
Let's get
out
Rich
there.
Hill on there.
Who's your fourth team? Mine is the Angels. They lost Otani. I can't see him going up.
There's only so much Ron Washington like blunts that you can smoke
Yeah.
before you realize like there's nothing here, in my opinion.
Yep.
Like they're only a little bit better than the A's.
Yeah. If you
Like
don't have
Logan
Mike Trout,
O'Hoppe, he's good. Mike Trout's really good. Okay, he just like
Just
I'm
hurt.
not fully relying on him based off what I saw. Like I feel like 100 games. What do you do? 100 games or something last year? Like I feel like that's I don't want to. What do you do? He did 82. So he's there for half the season, bro. Like
Jesus. It's
if
crazy.
he's only gonna be there for half the season, that's about as good as like that's half his WAR. So like, what's he 6 WAR? It's or like 7 WAR. Compare that to like a 3 or 4 WAR player. Like that's just a good solid player. That's not like Mookie Betts, Shohei levels. If you're only gonna be there for 80 games, so assuming he's only there for 80 games, he's the best player still. But he's not Mike Trout. Mike Trout got Mickey Moniak, Rendon.
Their
Who
roster's
Ron Washington is
kinda
trying
nice, but
wake him up.
not up. Mm-hmm. They lost a lot too. I don't think I've seen this in professional sports at all. They buy at the deadline, and then they like 3 weeks later they trade everyone. How does that happen? That never happens.
Oh my God!
And you gave up all your prospects for that bullshit too.
Talk about sell the team. Yeah.
Oh my God! What a joke.
I'm gonna be the show manager.
Yeah, they
Um,
went like 3-7, and they're like, you know what? That's it. Blow it up.
so dumb, bro. So dumb. But yeah, we got Reed, Griffith, Canning. Love Griffith or Griffin, Patrick Sandoval, Ty Dog, Tyler Anderson.
Oh my god.
Such a terrible contract.
The
Oh
rotation,
my
I'm gonna be
god.
real, is not bad. Like in terms of division, it's not terrible. It's like third in my opinion.
Is
Like
the rotation
Sandoval's kind of
worse?
nice.
Is the rotation worse than the Royals? I don't think. I think
Um,
it's worse, right?
who do they have? They
What do you
got
think?
Canning, Patrick Sandoval, Tyler Anderson.
Silseth, I think I
Oh
saw on there.
god, that guy's like a reliever.
Chase Silseth, Patrick Sandoval, yeah. Griffin Canning, and Reed Devers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Royals are a little bit better. It's close, but the Royals
Yeah,
have a better rotation.
yeah. It's close, but I would trust every Royals pitcher compared to every Angels pitcher.
Yeah, the only one I can
But
really trust is Sandoval.
yeah, I like Sandoval. I think he's
He's
up and
good.
coming.
Uh huh.
He's got to break out, bro. A
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
pressure on
saying.
him.
Yeah.
That's fourth. Um, third Mariners,
Yep.
right? Or no?
I have the Mariners at third. They
I
actually had a
feel like
pretty good offseason. They added a few bats.
yeah. I think I mean they easily could have made the wild card last year.
Yeah.
They're just as good
They
in my opinion.
collapse.
They're probably comparable. The only issue they just didn't make it because there was way too much. Like the AL East is just so competitive, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if they can just win, like think about it this way: the season's what 6 months long, 7 months long, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
If they just won like one extra game per month, they would have made it. So
Oh
it's just a
yeah.
matter of
They were
like
right there.
it's just a matter of that. Like you just have to be consistent, and the level they're playing at should get them in the wild card. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to
Yeah.
roll the dice again. I think the team's good. The team's good.
I agree. I don't know.
Um,
I don't know about playoffs just because the AL East is tight. I think it's in the race. It's probably New York. Yeah, I could see him making it honestly, because Tampa's uncertain, Toronto's uncertain. I could see him making
you
it.
just have to beat one of those teams. That's how it was
That's
last
what I'm
year.
saying.
It was are the Mariners, Toronto, are the Mariners Toronto or one like Houston/Texas? Like who's
Yeah.
gonna make that spot? It was just kind of a battle for that
Yep.
area, and they were the team that didn't make the cut. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's just how it is. And I feel like when you have a team like the Texas Rangers won the World Series, so you have to have them up
You
high.
gotta have them
And when you have
number
a team like
one.
the Houston, exactly, I think I do too. But when you have a team like Houston, who's always in the playoffs, always doing good. Like it's hard to put the Mariners even up there with those guys. The World Series winner and the Houston Astros, like you're already third, bro. It's just kind of rough for them.
Yeah. It sucks. They'll finish third though, in my opinion. Uh,
Hmm.
Second is Houston for me. We both agree on that. The only addition they got
Yeah,
Josh Hader, but still it's the same Astros. They got here's a sleeper player if you don't know. Yainier Diaz, their catcher. He's been up and coming. He's gonna be good this year.
yeah, he was great in the playoffs. I saw.
Yep.
This team's really good. I think it's literally the exact same thing except they got Christian Javier back, which I mean he's good. He's
He was
solid
bad
if he can just
last
eat
year.
innings.
But
And
yeah.
they got Josh Hader.
Yep.
So, but Josh Hader was a fill-in for whoever went down. I forget what was his name. One of their relievers got injured,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and Hader was just kind of like a fill-in for that. So I feel like that just that's a mild upgrade, and Christian Javier is just a reliable third starter. So it's almost the same thing, almost the same team.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the Rangers. I don't know. I feel like they're just coming off the World Series. I feel like they're just hot. They're going to do it. I think technically this team did regress a little bit,
They did lose
but
some
like
guys, yeah.
I
But
can't
it
doubt them, bro.
happens.
It's the
That's
Rangers.
every championship team is gonna regress. Like they're gonna lose like players. You're not gonna
Yeah,
have the same roster.
and
Still, it's still the same
they
core.
didn't even have Josh Young for most of the season.
Yeah,
Now they have him
I got him
for the whole
full-time.
season. So, like, or I think it was, Evan Carter. I'm thinking of Evan Carter. Evan Carter's,
He
boom,
came up like
postseason
last
hero.
month, yeah, and he was
Yeah,
crazy.
like,
Just
that's
popping
insane,
off.
bro. Now you got him for a full season. Unfair. So, and then, like, you got tons of pitchers who will come off injury midway. It's going to be insane, bro. And they're only going to get better when Jacob deGrom comes back next year. It's unfair, bro.
How do they have them? Everyone forgets about him. He's like one of the best pitchers.
He's just going to show up in
That's
2025
crazy.
and improve the team. Like, it's going to be like they didn't even do anything and they got better.
He's old though, so I don't know.
True. How old will he be when he's back? Jacob deGrom age.
He'll be 36,
Age.
I think, next year.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know, but who knows?
Whoops.
Could be
Never
like
mind.
a Twilight Randy Johnson if we want to be real. Like he's tall, he's lanky, he's skinny, he's a killer on the mound. I don't know.
Yep.
We'll see. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I forgot age was a thing. Jacob deGrom's getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how it is. I think we agreed again.
Uh-huh.
Look at us go.
Boom. All right. I think we've only disagreed once. It was like just slightly. All right. NL East.
It's fine.
Who's your fifth team? Honestly, I think
It's a toss-up.
I think the Mets
but-
are my fifth team, low-key.
Whoa!
Here's
crazy.
my
That's crazy.
reasoning because Washington, they got a shit ton of prospects, and honestly they were playing really well last year, especially in the back half of the schedule. I don't know. And the Mets, they're just they're pretty good, but I don't know. I just think what the Nationals are doing, I think they're just slightly better, and New York's gonna regress. Like most of their core is like 30 plus. They got McNeil, who's good. They got Nimmo, but all those guys are like getting older. Francisco Lindor, all those guys. So I don't know. I got them as fifth, but this division will be tight.
I think it will be. I think 3/4 teams will definitely be competing. I'm looking at the rotation. Yeah, it's kind of mid. Open doesn't even get better.
Sucks. I mean, at least they get Diaz back.
Yeah, that's an improvement by doing nothing already. But I don't know. I don't have him last.
Okay.
But it could happen. It could happen. I think a lot of people have said this, but I think the Marlins are last in my book.
Damn.
And I only say that because, like, they're just mid, bro. They don't do anything any year. Like, I'm surprised they made it last year. They don't have Sandy. They don't have no one. Rotation's great, but, like, I don't know. You got Bell, Arias, Berger. Anderson's your shortstop, bro. He's going to be, like, what? Your 5-hole, 6-hole? Who hit one home run?
They're mid.
That's Austin Barnes comparable. Austin Barnes hit 1 home run, or like at least 2 or 3 last year. So you're telling me Austin Barnes is your 5-hole hitter, your 6-hole hitter? No. Brian De La Cruz, Jazz Chisholm, who hasn't even proven anything. Like, I don't know how he's the MLB The Show cover athlete. Bro's mildly above average for his career. Bro has not broken out yet. I don't know. I feel like they're kind of mid. And I feel like the only team I'd consider under them is the Nationals, but I can't do that because the Nationals rookies have broken out.
Yep.
You know, like the players we traded are doing a lot better. Keeper Ruiz, Josiah Gray, Lane Thomas in that one trade.
I forgot
one Soto trade, I think.
Sandy's out. I thought they had Sandy. That's going to effectively bump him down then. I'll say Miami 5th, Washington 4, New York 3rd, and then Phillies, Braves. I think that'll be how it goes.
I think I'm about to fully agree with you.
Bro, gotta disagree at some point. Come on.
I think the only thing I could flip-flop is maybe the Nationals and Marlins if, like, one of them shits the bed more than the other. But, like,
Nationals have so much potential.
I just really don't like the Marlins. Like, they just don't run the team well. Plus, they've never made the playoffs 2 years in a row, so clearly the pattern must repeat. They can't make it this year. It's just statistically proven.
Just won't
The
happen.
Nationals should be fourth. Yeah, it
Yeah.
can't happen. Won't happen. Can't happen. Won't happen. Then New York will be third, probably winning 80 games, like maybe 80
I
games.
could see
Hopefully being around 500.
around that, yeah.
And then Phillies will go off and do their 90, and Braves will go off and do their 100. It's like
Yep.
clockwork, bro.
Every year. And then the Phillies will beat the Braves in the playoffs. Yep.
Yeah.
Happens every year.
And then we'll choke, and then it's gonna be Rockies versus Guardians.
Rockies, okay, yeah. I could get behind that.
And 3 people will watch the World Series, and that'll be it.
Lowest viewership. Yeah.
Oh, I swear to God.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Every
the East.
year.
I feel like once, like 3 and up, don't even need to explain it. It just makes sense, bro. All those teams are so good. That's how it is every year. It's clockwork.
Yeah.
It's mathematically proven to be that way. The Central
This is
probably the most
the
fun
most entertaining division.
Because I have no clue who's going to win. It could be any of these guys for me, except maybe Pittsburgh can't really do it.
Yeah, this is a hard division to push low key. I think 5th has got to be the Brewers low key. Like they lose
Really?
all this pitching.
First to last.
Yeah. You don't have Corbin Burns. You don't have Woodruff. You don't have who else? They don't have a ton of bat talent as well. They don't have Tellez. They don't have Carlos Santana, Mark Canha, who went off for them, Jesse Winker, Josh Donaldson, whatever. But, like, dude, I don't know. I mean, you do add Reese Hoskins, who's good, but they got no pitching. Like, who's their starters? Who's starting games for them? Brewers are not going to be good this year. You got to have pitching, I'm sorry.
With you.
Like, your 1-2 punch, Woodruff and Burns is out. So now you go down and you're kind of screwed low-key.
Dude, you're right. I'm checking this team. It's so bad.
Like, their bats are fine. Reese Hoskins.
Their infield is kind of mid, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh,
pitching is worse.
Freddie Peralta's your number 1.
He is a solid 3. That's all he is.
Peralta's number 1. Wade Miley number 2. Yeah. This team's going to be terrible.
Yeah. No. I mean, unless I see worse. That's probably last. Let me check the Pirates. The Pirates have to be competing for last, but we got to see. Got to give them their chance.
Pirates might go up this year. It's hard.
I think they will. Their over and under right now is 74.5, 75.5. That range. And I'd say they can win 73.
Yeah. That's a good step in the right direction for them, low key.
Yeah, 73, 89, that kind of range. I feel like that'd be beneficial towards like showing there's progress.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of takes a step forward. You got O'Neal Cruz back. I don't know, man. Them and the Brewers are definitely going to be like fighting it out for last. Like, who's at least not worst.
Mm-hmm.
But then the Cardinals show up, bro. They look kind of mid.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm going to say this. I think Pittsburgh finishes ahead of St. Louis just because St. Louis is old, okay? You got Sonny Gray, Kyle Gibson, Lance Lynn, all those guys they added. They're freaking old, dude. And I'm going to predict they're going to get injured. So I got Milwaukee at 5, St. Louis 4, Pittsburgh 3, Chicago 2, and Cincinnati number 1. Those are my picks.
At Cincinnati first, man. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, I mean, they're only up and up.
I went to Chicago half a year ago. I loved the Cubs game. I love the stadium. I love everything about it. The team, in my opinion, is like almost the exact same, except it got a little better because Shota Imanaga's on this team now. So it's like almost the exact same thing, And you added Michael Bush, who was a highly touted Dodgers prospect. So he's got some high level talent right there. This team is almost the exact same in terms of lineup, and they almost made the playoffs. So I think I have to go Cubs #1. I'm a biased Cubs fan, man.
Bro.
I love the Cubs. I love this place. The team was so awesome. It was fun to be there. But I love the Reds too, so I have to give them second place. And I think I'll give the Cardinals third. Hopefully they don't get last. And then it's between the Brewers and the Pirates. I'm going to say, what's the over and under for the Brewers? This will help make my decision. We have a 77.5, 76.5. I think they can win more than the Pirates. I think.
Why are people buying into the Brewers?
I'm only saying
That's
fourth, man.
crazy to
This
me.
team is not good.
You
I
said
don't think they'll be
Milwaukee
above
at 4?
500. I said, yeah, Milwaukee at 4. I think
Okay.
they'll be under 500, but win like 78 games, 79 games. I think they'll win 79 games. So I'll go over.
I don't know. They also they're without their manager. He went up Craig Counsell
Brew.
to the Cubs. Yeah.
He is worth a lot of money.
He is.
Maybe he's
What
just
is it,
really
like
smart.
$9 million a year? It's a crazy contract.
Yep. But
Yeah.
I feel like they have more bats. You know what I'm saying? Like William Contreras and Gary Sanchez both had amazing years last year. Gary Sanchez was going off for the Padres, bro. It was literally insane. Like
Yeah.
Vincent had it on his fantasy team. Oh my god, dude! Vincent literally had to bench Gary Sanchez because Vincent was trying to tank.
So good.
He couldn't stand Gary Sanchez doing good. Like it was literally insane. He became a good player. Then we have Reese Hoskins, who's coming back from injury. We'll see how that goes. Jackson Churio is supposed to be amazing. Sal Frelick, this literally nobody, became Jack's MVP to the World Series. Devin Williams is so filthy. Like they have everything, but they have holes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Pirates have nothing with a few fill-in pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like if you merge these teams, it'd be perfect. You know, they complement each other. I think the Brewers can get more done than the Pirates.
Yeah.
So,
here's my thing.
The Brewers and Cardinals will fight for third. That's mic drop. That's how I think it is.
I could see it. Here's my thing. It's between the Reds and the Cubs. Who's going to win the Central? First of all,
I agree.
Their rotations are kind of similar. Like the more you look at it, the Reds they got Hunter Green. He's always filthy. Frankie Montas, I think he'll rebound. Bigger ballpark at Cincinnati. He did well at Oakland with a big ballpark. I think that'll be good.
He can do good.
You got Justin Steele, Jameson Tyone, Kyle Hendricks, and then Imanaga for the Cubs. I think 3 out of those 4 guys are fluky. Like Tyone, fluky. Justin Steele had a great year last year, but is he going to continue that? I don't know. Imanaga is probably going to be good. So I think these games are going to be just offensive, like, slugfest. Like, all these teams, like, it's going to be 8-9, 10-9. And I think the Reds just have the slight edge offensively. They got just killers from top to bottom. That's why I got the Reds over the Cubs. But
I feel like the Reds have the offensive edge, and the Cubs have the pitching edge, and they're both by like that.
Yeah, it's close.
They're both so close.
Also got to be biased,
man. Both these teams are good.
Right down the road. So
yeah, no, I get it. I was admitting how I'm biased for the Cubs. I had a whole spiel about
biased.
It. But I love, like, every Reds player I had at least one point in my fantasy team, and it felt like, and they were all amazing. Dude. Like there was no doubt about the offensive production.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It hurts to put them second. If they're first, I don't know what to say, man. I can't say I saw it coming, but it very well could happen.
Yeah. All right, last one, NL West. I said we start from the bottom up. So Rockies
might as well.
5 for sure.
Yep, easy. Literally nothing. Chris Bryant is mid.
Yep. Terrible.
I can barely pronounce any of these names. Who are these guys?
They added Kyle Quantrill, Jacob Stallings.
Who's Brenton Doyle?
That's it. Rockies are going to suck
Sean
again.
Bouchard?
Yeah, Rocky's
Bro
fifth.
looks like he works at Subway on the photo.
My God. I think it's a lot harder
Uh,
to call like in the middle of the division. It's just like who are you gonna flip flop, San Francisco or San Diego? You know.
yeah. Who do you think regressed more?
Mm-hmm. I think
Um,
the thing with the Padres also is their pitching is not that good.
it regressed, bro. You lost the
Dude, you
Cy
lost
Young.
Snell. Well, he still could resign. I don't know.
Yeah,
Could he?
yeah. There's no way they do though. They got to cut payroll.
Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have money.
But they did replace. They replaced the Cy Young winner with like this Michael King, Joe Musgrove. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this weird thing where Joe Musgrove came back from
Yeah.
injury, and Michael King I had on fantasy. He was such a filthy starter, bro. Maybe not Cy Young, obviously, but so filthy. Dark horse, bro.
Uh huh.
So like, it's not the same, but it could be good. You know, this is better than the Angels and Royals pitching staff, like we were talking about earlier. Like it's
Yeah.
better than that, no doubt. And they got what You Suck Go, I think was on. I saw earlier.
He'll be pretty good.
I heard something about that signing.
You suck, go.
Campusano broke out. Yeah, You Suck Go. I think he's like some reliever that they signed.
Yeah.
Usuck Go. They got Xander. I mean,
They got a
I
lot
don't know. I
of
feel like the team was.
international guys they signed this year.
If you saw
Which
like
is hard to
their
tell, you
run
know?
differential,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I saw their run differential last year. I'm pretty sure it was positive. Like this team was almost a little unlucky. I felt they were putting up runs, and then they just lose, man. Like it was like the MLB script came in and stopped them. But I don't know, man. I think I gotta put them fourth. I
Yeah.
feel bad, but
Just because they have no
yeah,
offense. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
Like
going to agree with you there.
I feel like everyone else is just above them, man. Like you know, do I really think the Giants are fourth? I don't
I
think
think,
so.
well, um, I think where the Padres have him is pitching. You got Logan Webb. And then after that, it's so uncertain. You could maybe start Tyler Rogers, but he's like a reliever. I don't know. Jordan Hicks is your two. Like he's a reliever. And then you got Kyle
Yeah.
Harrison as your third, which is he's like a super young guy. Supposed to be the ace of the future, but I don't know. It's hard to pick when he's so young. So I don't. He's 22 years old. 22 years old.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
That's crazy, bro.
we'll see. I like the Giants offense a little bit better. You added Soler and Tyro Estrada is always good. Yeah, they'll be good, and they added Young Ho Lee, so I think they'll be good.
hmm Yeah, I think I don't know. Like I saw where they were last year,
Yeah,
and it was kind of mid. And then like I'm seeing where they are now, their roster, and it improved. So it doesn't feel like if I look at these names, it doesn't feel like they can.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't feel like they can get a good amount of wins, but they did it last year. So you know what I'm saying? Like if the team didn't change, all they did was add players. It's got to get better, right? It can't get worse. I mean, the
Yep.
Padres proved me wrong last year, but like, does it feel? I don't think it can get worse. I don't think they'll regress, even though they got better. They have to be at least top two or three.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Sucks to see the Padres fall down so far so quickly, but
I know it was just
womp
getting
womp.
good,
I
bro.
know. Yeah,
The lore, the lore was just getting good.
they beat us one
And
year
they,
in the playoffs, and then
yeah,
after that, just everything. Yeah, so maybe
I know.
don't beat us in the playoffs, and that won't happen to you.
Yeah, maybe the D-backs are about to feel that this year.
I hope. I really hope.
Because the Giants were like what 100 wins. They faced us in the playoffs, and then we won.
Yeah.
They become bad.
Uh huh.
Padres face us in the playoffs. They're bad.
Yeah.
D-backs face us in
Good
the
point.
playoffs.
Maybe
Maybe
there's
they're gonna be bad.
a curse with beating us in the playoffs. Shoot, that
These
actually.
West matchups.
Dang. So I might have to go San Francisco 2 now. No, I'll keep it Arizona 2. Um, but like you add Suarez, Erod, and Peterson. That's pretty much it. They didn't do a lot. They don't need to do a lot. They're a young team.
Yeah.
They need some pitching. They got Eduardo Rodriguez, who, in my opinion, sucks low key, but you got him, and
I
he's
will.
something.
One thing that I do need to note, so it's on record. This
Yep.
bullpen will regress because they
Yeah.
overperformed in the playoffs does not mean that they're just they figured their magic pixie dust out. All of a sudden, Kevin Ginkel's going to be a 0 ERA guy for the
Oh
rest
my,
of his career. No,
no
no, no, no.
shot.
This bullpen
Get out of
will
here.
regress back to like a 4 ERA or whatever the hell they were in the regular season, bro. Like they got so lucky in the playoffs in terms of their bullpen. I know the offense is crazy good. They
Oh my
play it about where they
God.
should. They had potential. Pitching, it was definitely overperforming.
I
We got to admit that the bullpen will regress.
yeah. I don't understand how they just went so good so quick. Like we
Yep.
literally beat this team like 8 times in the regular season. Out of like 12, we beat them 8 times. Like 2/3 of the time, we were better than them. And then
Yeah. No, I
somehow,
know.
some way, they catch us on an off week, and we lose. Like what? And they're freaking relievers, Scott McGough, Kevin Genko. Never heard of these guys. They become fucking Mariano
Zero
Rivera
ERA
in the depth
pitchers.
chart. Yeah. Like what?
Zero
Get
ERA.
the
Like
hell out
no,
of here.
nah, bro.
Stupid.
They have to regress, bro. There's no
Yeah.
way. Like you're telling me, what is his name? Scott
Uh huh.
McGough is
Yep.
about to go from a 4-something ERA down to like 0 in the playoffs. No, 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 no. That's not going to be a regular thing. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
I can promise you that. This
I,
this bullpen will regress.
I will say, Paul Sewell though, he surprised me. Their
Yeah,
closer from the Mariners, um, but I don't know. Again, I agree with you. I think he's streaky. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna have
yeah.
the half season like he did last year.
Ryan Thompson had a 6 ERA with the Rays, traded to the D-backs, 0.69 instantly.
Bro,
Postseason ERA was 2.31. All of a sudden, just became elite. Like, there's no way.
I don't get that. It's
There's no way,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro will regress.
Uh
Brandon Fat.
huh. Brandon Fart.
Uh,
Yep.
I don't know if he's just gonna be carving up teams left, right,
No
and center, and becoming
way,
a
dude.
postseason hero. There's
When the
no way.
Dodgers played him, they freaking killed him. Like, not in the postseason, obviously, but
Yeah,
in the regular season, we killed him. And then he mows us down. How? I don't know.
his ERA went down like 2.5 points in the
It's
playoffs. No,
insane.
that won't happen. I can promise you that. But this team is second place. It's good. It's
I
really
wish
good.
Jack was on here just so he could straight up like, oh, boo-hoo, dude, they're gonna be good again this year. You can easily tell this is a biased Dodgers talk pretty much right now.
It is
Crazy.
biased. It is
Incredibly
biased.
biased.
But I gotta be honest, bro. That
No,
bullpen
yeah.
overperformed
I
like
don't know.
so much. Like the Rangers bullpen did not overperform. I know it's that good. And when it was in the playoffs, it was that good. It was a good bullpen, just like the Astros bullpen was good in the playoffs. The D-backs bullpen, oh my god, that pitching staff. You couldn't pronounce half the names at the beginning of the season. All of a sudden, it's just
Who
like,
are these guys? Yeah.
what the
Uh-huh.
frick? Prime Kershaw, Mariano Rivera. No, no, no.
Not gonna
Overperformed
happen.
like way too much, bro. But
Yeah.
the lineup's so good. Got to give respect to that.
Yep.
I love Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, he's gonna be good.
Oh.
Last one.
And then we have the team that signed like half of the free agents.
Spent $1 billion in the offseason. $1 billion. Are you serious? The Dodgers.
It's funny because like only one of these starters is the same as last year in the
No,
depth chart.
I know. I'll go down the list. You sign Otani,
Yeah.
you sign Yamamoto, Teoscar Hernandez, Tyler Glasnow, James Paxton. That's pretty much it. And you only lose JD Martinez, Lance Lynn, and then a bunch of veterans. That's it. That's it. A+ offseason. If I had to give a grade, if I had to rank 1 through 30, they had the best offseason by far.
No, I don't think anyone's challenging that.
Yeah.
No one can even challenge it. This team's just insane, bro. Like I was looking at the other depth charts,
Nothing.
and it's like good. You can see the holes. Like you know what the team's thinking when they see the lineup. Dude, I see this thing. Where's the holes, bro? We got Gavin Lux is probably the most shaky hole, like because you don't know how he's gonna be. Every other hitter I'd love to have in the bottom of the ninth, like, 2 outs, bases loaded. Like, they would all perform well. I'd love
Mm-hmm.
all these guys.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, bro. This team is stacked, bro. Even our pitcher, our DH is stacked, bro. Like, there's no hole in the lineup, bro. This team's goated.
Um.
Can't wait for them to go 3-72 in the playoffs.
No, for real. I agree. Uh. Yeah, I can't really see any holes to be honest. Um. In my opinion, this is gonna sound like a hot take. I think they should dump Miguel Vargas low key. I don't think he's that good.
He's been underwhelming, to say
Yeah.
the least.
I don't know why they hold him on for so long. Maybe dump Miguel Vargas and another prospect for a better pitcher. Other than that, though, I think you're set.
I'm so lost.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on because this man rakes in the minors.
Yep.
He's like Joe Adele, bro. He's a AAA player. Like, why can't you do it here? I don't know. It's frustrating, bro. Because
Yeah.
you know he can do it, but he doesn't. So you want to give up on him.
He just
I don't know, bro.
sucks.
I don't know how many chances he has. 'Cause I like him, but I can't. Like, if you can't do it, you can't do it, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta
No.
get out.
Dodgers are easily gonna have the best record in the National League. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna say this: best record in baseball. I can't really see any
I
other
think that
team.
too.
Like
I
it's
don't know
hard to
why.
pick.
I see some people saying Braves, but like,
No, dude. You
I don't know. Like, I'll double check the Braves roster, but like, I don't
a lot of those guys
like.
overperformed too. Like what? Sean Murphy becomes the best catcher in the National League over Will Smith. Get the hell out of here. You got
Yeah, that was a little annoying.
Jared Kelnick too. Really? He was shit, and then now he becomes one of the best
Like,
outfielders. Like, bro.
isn't like, I don't know, man. Who's
They got
who's saying that this team can do that, bro? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at the lineup. It's really good, bro. The only hole I can see is maybe DH, like Marcell Zuna can maybe fall up
but
because
he
he's
was
getting older.
crazy last year, so I don't
But
know.
he's really good. He's 33. He can probably keep it up. He's a really good player. 40 homers. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he deserves his credit. 100 RBIs. He's a really good player. But like, I don't know, man. Now that I'm looking at the depth chart, maybe I can understand what people are saying that they win more games. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like we have two stacked lineups, but one just has like the development, bro. Like
One's
that
better.
Dodgers spark,
Uh-huh.
bro. We can
Yeah.
turn we're like King Midas, bro. We touch it, it turns to gold,
For
man.
real.
Like we just have that magic. I feel like we can get more out of players to give us the edge. Whereas the Braves, like, they're just like a fleece company, bro. They know how to like. They would, if they could have probably gotten judged on like a 10-year,
Oh my god.
$1 contract with how much fleece jobs they do, bro. Like,
Their GM
I feel
has
like they
to
just
be
take advantage of that.
investigated. I don't get that. How do you
Bro,
lock
has their
up all
families
these players
hogtied.
for like $20 million each? How? Have you seen Acuna's contract? That thing is like, compared to other outfielders who are top of the market, Bryce Harper, Judge,
It's so
dirt cheap.
dumb.
Dirt cheap.
It's so dumb.
It's crazy.
And then Freddie Freeman actually asked for like a reasonable amount of money, and they couldn't sign him.
Yeah, what? Oh my god. Who do you think the Dodgers would have went for if Freeman stayed in Atlanta? I feel like they might have given the money to Bellinger
That's
low
such
key.
a crazy question. They might have, because it would have freed things up.
Yep. But I don't know, dude.
I don't know, man. That's such an interesting question to think.
Yeah.
But
Thank God he's in
yeah, I
Dodger
mean,
blue.
yeah, no. Good thing we don't even need to worry about it. But like, I don't know. I don't think we would have ever gotten Corey Seager, man. I don't think we would have given him that.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't have happened. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm just happy Freddie's there, man.
Yeah, me too.
Thank the Braves for their inability to keep him, because it saved us.
I'm gonna say something here. I think Spencer Strider could regress this year.
Really?
He's a big strikeout guy, but dude, his ERA has been an issue. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
3.86 ERA, 20-5, 281 strikeouts. That's crazy, but I don't know.
The strikeout numbers.
If there's a year to kind of regress, I think it's this year. He had 386 ERA first year in 2 games, 267 year 2, and then 386 year 3. I don't know. I think it'll be kind of a similar year for him. Maybe less strikeouts. It's hard to get that again. 80 more strikeouts than the year before in the same amount of games. It's crazy.
I think he probably started more games, right? Because he was a rookie.
Yeah, like
I don't know though.
8 more games or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that probably helped out.
Yeah.
But yeah, starters with Braves, man, and it's
Yeah.
Dodgers.
Uh-huh.
It's got to be.
Yeah. We'll do World Series predictions next one, but if you want to give a pick right now, who would you put it up with?
If I had to throw one out, I mean, it was Dodgers last year. I don't know how you can't say Dodgers this year unless last year proved something to you that like the best team can never do it. Like unless that was your logic, it's got to be Dodgers for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just has to be, bro. The best team, they can get
Yeah.
it done. So we'll see. I don't want to see Otani cry. Do it for Otani, man.
It's so bad.
I don't want to see sad Otani in the locker room when they're like, "So why didn't you get more than 2 hits in this series?"
Just has no response. He
Yeah,
he
Acuna
can't.
just leaves.
He's gonna beat the playoff choking allegations. I hope. I really hope.
I hope that no one chokes.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with you there. I'm gonna say Dodgers over Baltimore in 6 games.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
I don't know if Texas.
My friend's
it's
from
hard to
Baltimore.
repeat. Yeah,
So that'd be so fun.
Be
I hope that
fire.
happens.
I could
It
see.
was so annoying when they didn't even win like what? They didn't win one game in the playoffs, right? It's
Swept.
kind of hard to like see how my friend felt when when nothing happened.
Yeah, they were blown up. It'll be fun
Okay,
though.
we'll see. Come on, Baltimore.
Yeah. Anything else or we good?
Not much for me. I think we'll be back in 2 weeks, hopefully.
Yeah, about
with Jack.
2 weeks.
Hopefully, Scott Boras will, end the
My
what was it
God,
called back then?
so
The
bad.
MLB strike, I think it was called. Hopefully, he can stop the MLB agent strike and
Yeah.
get 4 players
He's
signed.
bad for baseball. I will say that.
Bro, literally, he's doing his job, but his job's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see
that's
you
kinda
in
it.
2 weeks. Talk more. All right. Sounds good.
More formal.
See ya.